We'll go for defense for now. One. Oh, they are. Yeah, okay. No. The paladin melee attack removed charmed, confused, and dominated from party members. Yeah, that's pretty good. Some enemies are really annoying with the charmed, or at least they were in the first game.
I am ready.
How do I speak to the queen?
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. If you have questions, the royal brother will hear you.
There we go.
Shortage. Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Kwaru and Mataru? My sister would call this a test from the gods. It is our role to feed the Raparu, and we do not pass on our duties to outsiders. But I am of a different mind. Nothing pleases Ngati like an unlikely solution, and this is what you bring.
Cool.
Akira, then let it be so. If you have more to say, I am not above listening. Akira, both topics I know well.
Okay, let's speak about everything, I guess.
My sister would say that Ukaizo is the birth canal of the tribes, and we are destined to return and discover ourselves again. Ask Onikaza if you would know more. She is the family historian. I am the family arsenal. It is the same in the city as anywhere in the Deadfire. Mataru judge our souls at birth and organize us for the survival of the tribe. I am not the first to say it, but Nekataka has more walls than beaches, more roads than clearings, and more people than fish. Nowhere in the city does a Raparu sit around the same fire as a Mataru. Nekataka tests our traditions, I say. You speak as if it is not. Our ancestors built this place. We are the hermit crab who occupies a fallen shell. It is for my sister and her priest to judge the fit. Akira, as the largest and most prosperous of the Deadfire tribes, the Kahanga have some authority to speak for the others. I say Onikaza and I are large stones in a tide pool, standing tall as the water rises to our necks. My sister has mastered the diplomat's tongue, and I am foolish to give her frustrations a loud voice. But Akira, I pray every day that Ngati tests the outsiders against her tallest waves and longest serpents.
The ocean is a few monsters short since the Armada showed up. I think we passed your fish god's trial.
Quite so, Maya. We agree on much, I say. The prosperity of the Juana, our burden to appease the gods.
Would be nice if we actually get a sister and a brother, and one of them in a leader position without the other sibling wanting to rule themselves.
In the trading company,
usually doesn't happen.
Kaza sees Wodeka testing us, weighing who deserves the Isles. I see Ngate sending krakens of gold and iron against our ship, but arming us with a single harpoon. The gods will judge us by our persistence and our grace before foes.
Cool. Alright, let me check. Inform Enoi about the deal. Okay. So we need to go back to Gallet and we're done with that. Awesome.
At at once.
No one here is anyone I know. That's very pretty. That's interesting.
What do you need of me? Well? I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add. And my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street. All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor. That's the long and short of it, really.
Oh, it's another... okay.
Goodbye.
Let's get her. I'm gonna go up there, but first... let's see what's on the other side. Atepu.
A Tepu, drawer of maps. I have nothing to sell unless you are needing something else. What I discovered remains to be seen. The Sanctuary Isles were thought to be lost beneath the waves. If I stumbled upon one, I can think of worse finds to credit my name. Our ancestors marked off specific islands across Deadfire as rallying points in case a great misfortune split up the tribes. Even they could not have guessed how important the Isles would become. Some thousands of years ago, volcanoes, storms, and quakes shook the archipelago. Any one of those do happen, but never with such ferocity or all at once. The Huana survived by taking shelter on the Sanctuary Isles to save our society and not just any one tribe. Since those days, we have not found any of the old Sanctuary Isles. Ngati took some beneath the waves, taking whole tribes with her. Others were lost to time and forgetfulness. I am told that the Wahaki are protective toward the Isles, but that is their business. I was surveying the waters around an atoll when a storm dragged my ship off course. The waters were unknown to me. When a green fleck appeared in my spyglass, I unfurled my sail. The shore twisted around itself, confusing even this old navigator until I found myself at the center. I did not make it far up the beach before I spotted signs of habitation. Marking my coordinates and orienting myself by the evening sky, I made for Neketaka to tell the crown of my findings. Understand, the Deadfire was broken. The lives lost could not be counted. And more has been forgotten than may ever be remembered. Imagine how much history we lost in a single year, much less the millennia that followed. Whatever our people hoped for themselves, we may never know if we got it right or wrong. Death. I did not mean to frighten you. These islands have known great tragedy.
It was kinda dark.
Millennia have passed in cheerless silence. Should you land on a Sanctuary Isle, do not expect to find welcome. If we must. There is not a Huana in all of the Deadfire who does not take to the open water hoping to catch a glimpse of the lost Ukaizo. If I could walk the beaches of our ancestors, take a fleeting glimpse of what they left behind, mine would be a life well lived. The same thing we all hope for. Answers to the long silence that precedes our history. Who we were could tell us who we are. But if I am being selfish, maps, charts. Our ancestors were keen explorers, and a roll of their parchment could teach us more than what we have gathered in the last century.
Cool. Okay.
I prefer something with a little more stabbing.
Let's go to the upper floor. Actually, let's save. Let's hard save. Keep quick saving. It's probably bite me in the ass. Wow, the bird's going crazy. This game takes more GPU usage than Vampire, which is kinda strange.
You songwriters need a guild if you hope to learn discipline.
Not
Barati
so.
pays coin
We speak
to
in the
feed the
town of
great eel.
Ngati and Amira. Your pretty dances may upset the puddle, but we command the wind and sky.
Hey, I have missed our little talks.
Ikera.
He smells one touched by the great eel, does Barati. You are a man who sits across a fire with death, Akira.
Nice.
For glutting mighty Tangaloa and hurling foes into their next life, Barati can offer payment. Coins for feeding hungry gods. Akira, rewarding those who appease the great eel. This is Barati's cause.
So many bounties.
May the beasts of the dreaming
Maybe that's how you
lands
gather
never
money
know famine.
to get all the ships, because they are very expensive, so...
Tangaloa rolls a hungry eye toward Dichila, a Valian captain who scouts for luminous Adra in sacred lands.
Give me everything and we'll see.
Kira, Tangaloa knew it would be so. Dichila sails her voyager Alicio around the waters south of Nikitaka. The great eel hungers for her soul.
I wonder if it's also about reputation, about picking a faction. Maybe. Alright, I'm not stealing anything.
Easily done.
Nope. Let's try the top floor. Such a pretty game this is. Again, they have done such a good job with their engine. I love all the new effects, particles, and generally how alive the map is. Pretty cool. Oh, there is the queen. Elder Tiger, what the... Why would you attack her? I'm guessing she can be attacked somehow, but...
You make a habit of turning up uninvited. Kahopa, Tangaloa, welcome our guest.
Watch out. When these things lick, well, I hope for your sake you're not ticklish.
You travel with a brave crew, Watcher. Nothing to fear, I say. If a queen cannot wrangle
That's so
two
funny.
cats, what right has she to the Deadfire? There are many leagues between here and Hasongo. I trust you have packed for the journey. Then look, take in every delight within reason, but do not waste my time. The boldness of foreigners.
Cool. Alright, so I want to go to the Gullet, and there is one district I haven't checked yet. Probably go to that first. Hey,
Well, I'd prefer something
Kitty.
with a little more stabbing. Hello there! Come to have a word? I don't bite, I promise. Yes? Gladly, my friend, gladly, and how kind of you to ask. I am the youngest son of a noble house. Now, don't make that face. Poor, desperate fool, you must be thinking. Well, waste not your sympathies on me. Truly, I consider it a boon rather than a punishment. All the comfort and none of the responsibility. What's not to like about that? As I was loafing about my father's estate, I thought, well, Gervard, isn't it time you made a name for yourself?
it's another
as well?
trainer, isn't it?
So here I am. And though I dare say I'm little use in a fistfight, I can do a fair bit of magic and draw a lovely map. So I've taken to charting the interior wilderness of the Deadfire's larger islands. But truly, if I could only inspire others as I myself have been inspired by those old tales, why, it would be marvelous. Anyway, enough of my prattling.
Yep.
Surely you've other things to do. Farewell!
Yep, this is... And I can't actually go away from here. Well, I guess I got the cat. Hey, sure. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Why can't I make any spells, by the way? Do I need those sticks again? Man, it's gonna be hard without a healer. Yep, I'm out of sticks. Okay.
Does the company pay you for mercenary duty? Or is pride enough to buy bread where you're from?
Do you really not know the Brotherhood reports directly to the Dukes? Or have the discharges of your gun knocked around your brain too much?
Huh. Didn't see those before. I'm sensing quest lines. It's a good thing the loading is so fast, because you get so much of it. Ah, it's pretty cool.
At last.
What the...
Akira, I have waited a second lifetime.
That is strange. Am I not saving? Is it F6? What is quick saving? F5. I'm pressing F5, nothing's happening. Oh yeah, I haven't been saving at all for some reason. What? Let's put it on F6. It might be interfering with my Streamlab labels, which F5 refreshes it. Okay, now it works.
There you are. I did not expect to wait so long for Rikuhu's messenger. Or have you come as Barrett's usher? The foreigners twist even our gods. Should you not be a dwarf? Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will I again, I think.
Was she waiting for someone to take her to the afterlife?
But you are here to take me away, are you not?
No.
Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
That's pretty cool. And again, this game needed what Divinity Original Sin had, which is the narrator which said things like that.
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right. My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there like an itch. I have been many things. And in performing my duties, I brought honor to my caste and to my kin. A sea captain, a great explorer, trusted advisor to the Queen herself. Now,
do you have a
that is
name?
Before I left the sea for the mountains to make maps and guide others. Chief Navigator. That is what I made of myself.
I mean, I guess we know her name, but she didn't tell us.
I can see nothing in this place of death but distant lights. But I feel I must be close to where I died. I have not taken one step since the darkness came. The sickness, days of it, lying in my own filth as the disease withered me. I passed from wakefulness to sleep with every breath. But I knew it once when it was over. Of course. Some kind of mistake was made, and now Magrin will put it right. I thank you. Please, search my home. My body cannot be far.
Okay. I'm not sure what kind of mistake, but sure. Ah, that's why it's cipher. Interesting. Take your stuff since you... Oh, nice. Not gonna need it. You can read it if you like. You can pause it. I'll do it off screen. Ah, look at all these palm slats that I wanted. Oh, there is the body. Oh, and there's a dog here.
Strange. Does no one know that this woman has died? Or have the Juana left her here for some reason?
Evie. +2 resolve, resistance to resolve affliction, grants... Yeah. Resistance. What is resistance though? A dazed affliction will be downgraded. Okay, I see. Plus 50% healing done. We don't even have any healing, so that's gonna be interesting, as I said before. I'm not sure if we can make it without a healer. But hey, we'll see. Wow, really? I'm taking her body? Where did I put it? Ooh. We've got some things we need for enchantments. But I don't have the money for them. Who do I pay to do that? Do I put the money in the sword? I'm guessing you take it to a blacksmith and they do that, but it skips that part. Yeah, want healing. Yeah. Oh no! I didn't see the Mother of Pearl. Damn it. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Have you found it? Akira, I hope I have not rotted away. Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahanga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable. Then I was right to wait. All will be made right again, and I will rest. Take my body to the Temple of Magrin in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally. Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magrin in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order. Of course. When all is done, Magrin will light a path for me. Or else, if I must face a final test of my navigator's skill, I will impress her.
Okay. Man, this place has way too many quests. I don't know how much time have I spent here. At least 10 hours, I think.
Read anything good lately?
A riveting essay on the properties of illusion. Oh, and Catabolt's treatise on the finer points of corrosives.
Ah, glad I asked.
For what do you enter my home?